Hey y'all, it is I, your girl Melissa Nicole, and you are tuned in to another episode of Black by Nature, Philly by Choice. And today I have Shannon of Cosmopolitan Group. Shannon, introduce yourself to the group.
Hi, I am Shannon Quick. I am the managing member of Cosmopolitan Group based here in Philadelphia.
So what inspired you to start your business?
Loaded question. All right, so first, I just felt that there was a need for Philadelphians to kind of experience things outside of Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in DC, when I lived in DC, a lot of people did a lot of different things that we weren't really used to. So I had a lot of first experiences there. And that kind of was like blowing my mind because I felt like I was kind of a well-rounded person.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through a lot of different places, done a lot of different things, and I was still experiencing so many firsts when I was like 25, 26. So I started Cosmopolitan Group so that other people could experience those things too. So just traveling around the country, seeing different things, talking to different people, understanding that even though you are Black, there are different cultures and subsets of being Black in this country. That's very eye-opening. So I started Cosmopolitan Group so that other people, especially from Philadelphia, who had the time and the desire could travel to other places, meet different people, do other things, and kind of step outside of their comfort zones. That's it.
So what would you say as a Black entrepreneur do you contribute to the community of Philadelphia?
That's another loaded question. Okay, so first, I think that where I live, I live in the Cops Creek area. Where I live, we're very active in community endeavors. And we do like different events like block parties, activities for kids, community events where we just get out the word for different resources that are available in the city for seniors, for kids and teens, mostly. And then for young adults, we started to do some more activities for young adults and just adults our age because we're so wrapped up in jobs and life, family that we really don't get a chance to like decompress. So we're starting some kind of venture into figuring out what it is that we enjoy to do. If there's somewhere in our community that we can just like congregate and just have a good chill time without it being any like drama or any like expectations. So we're working on a lot of different things for that. I think that's helpful in that community. Now, as far as like my friend community, my school community, those types of things, I do encourage people to like keep talking to each other, to stay connected in different ways. Right now, we use a lot of the internet for things, but we've gotten to this place where we don't really want to be on the internet that much anymore. Either because of time or we just ain't feeling it. Facebook and Instagram have changed.
Yes, it has.
So you know. So we've just been, making sure that people stay connected more, talk to people that we've graduated with, seeing how they're doing different things like that. So that's how I help in that community, staying connected.
So what would you say too, since like a lot of our generation typically doesn't like to be on the internet, such how do you get them? Like what would be the challenge to getting people to come out?
Honestly, it's selling it to different people. So for instance, you do this content creation, you love all these things, you interview all these people. For you to come out, you'd have to see a benefit in it. Like I want to just say, I don't have time. But if we say like Melissa, we know you enjoy people, we know you enjoy talking to people or being in the mix in some way. Maybe this event could be something that you highlight on one of your content creation reels or spaces. That you'd be more inclined to come out, but you'd also realize like once you got there that you had a good time.
Yes, that's very true.
So that's what it is. Like exactly. So I try to sell it to people like, hey, I know this is what you're into, and then by the time they get there, they have a good time and they kind of say, hey, I would do that again. And that's my end goal, like just for somebody to say, hey, I'll do that again. If I were to have an event or activity, what would be a draw for you? I just gave you one example of the content thing, but what would be a draw for you to come if we say, hey, we're doing this event where, we're not really telling people about it on the internet, but we want you to come, have a good time. It might or might not include drinking and other activities like painting, fun things. What would be a draw for you to come out?
Well, for me, of course, because it's you, I want to support. And then and then me also having come to your events, you're always organized, it's very detail oriented. Me personally, I have been to, she had an edible dinner that was really good. I mean, it was playing down to the T, even to us having an Uber afterwards to go home. Okay, that's how thorough it was. And then we also went to Canada for Caravana. So that was really fun. But just for the fact that one, it is you knowing how you work and you operate, but also too to know that maybe I can meet other like-minded individuals. You know, try to get out in the city, meet other people. Especially how I am trying to do this content creation. Like everybody who knows me personally knows I am an introvert, but it's like I like to do these things to kind of step outside of my comfort zone. So it would just be more of that, like, okay, let me see what it could be. You know, going with a positive mind type of thing.
That's helpful.
Yes.
See, that's helpful.
So what would you say sets your business apart from somebody else who might have like an event planning business?
I don't really like to plan events per se. Like, I don't want someone to come to me and say, hey, I have this idea to do this. Because I can help someone else's vision come to life. But for me, it's more of a thing where I create my events based on what other people might want, not what I want to do per se. So for me, when we do different events and activities, it's probably come about because I've talked to like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people who have kind of expressed like, even though they didn't know it, but kind of expressed like there's a need or there's a desire for them to do a particular event or activity. And it's like, oh, well, that'd be cool. And then, you know, kind of go around and ask other people like, what would you think about blah, 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 blah. And if more than enough people buy in, it's something that I would do. Also, just being, like you said, being open to a whole lot of different things. I was never confined to doing specific activities. Like I did karate as a child. There weren't really many black people doing that, you know. You know, second degree black belt, the whole nine. So for me, I want other people to not be confined to spaces or activities. So, you know, people talk about like, yeah, well, that's white people sports and stuff. No, it's not. Because you'll like it if you do it. You'll really like it. So it's like, you know, things I just want people to experience things and realize what they like. Don't be confined to your spaces where you are. Don't be confined by location, and don't be confined because you're black. That to me doesn't exist. So I always try to do that type of thing. Like, yeah, have a good time, but don't ever be confined. Don't make anybody force you into a box. And a lot of times we don't even realize that's what happened. You just living your life and you're like, even people like us who have like, you know, a little bit better experiences with family and life and stuff. We don't realize, like, you know, there's so many other things out there that we could be doing or seeing, or like, just like the fact that I didn't even see like what is the bird? It's like a woodpecker. I didn't see a woodpecker until I was like a teenager. And I was like, what is that? Now, we all watched the cartoon. We all watched Woody the Woodpecker. And I was like, what is that sound? And I could not understand. I'm looking at the chair like, oh, that's a real life woodpecker. It's just certain things like that. You're like, oh my gosh. So that was very interesting. Things like that. Just, I want people to have those awe moments and realize that nature and life is like so much bigger than what you can find to do every day.
So what experiences then, or are there any influential people who have shaped your wanting to do this for the people?
Probably like my parents. They used to travel a lot when we were younger. And they haven't done it as much since they've gotten older. So it's like, you know, certain things I'd be like, oh, okay, we can do this and do that. And kind of talking them into something that I know they would like has kind of made my inverted sales pitch a little bit better. So like, they don't know that, but they've helped a lot in that respect. Also, my daughter, she just wants to do different things. Every day is something different. It's like, she asked me like on Mother's Day, do you want to go bike riding or scooter riding? And I'm like, I picked neither choice. Like, who came up with the options? I mean, I can ride a bike very well, but who came up with these options? So to me, it said like, oh, like the inverted sales, or somebody let me know something. She wants to go bike riding, and she wants to go scooter riding. So, you know, it's like okay,
I'm going to do one of the two.
So things like that, people will tell you what they want, honestly, if you listen.
And that's what I love about you. So you're not like you-centered. Because I have been to different things where you could tell like, okay, the person put out because this is what they wanted to do or what they want more of, but you actually take into account what you're hearing from other people. So I feel like even that makes you such a good person at what you do.
Yeah.
So
that's different too. Yeah, I think
it is.
It's different.
It's definitely different. So what advice would you give to an aspiring entrepreneur?
Now, you know, I work a regular job, regular job.
For now.
Okay, yeah, for now.
My goal is eventually for this to be her full-time thing. Okay.
For now. But even in that job, I push people that I work with to kind of follow their passions. So for me, it's follow your passion, even if it's something that you just said, oh, I really want to see how that would be. Go ahead and do it. You never know what's going to happen if you do it. So take your time, think about it, do it. If you have an idea or a passion for something, do it. And honestly, I don't care if the field is saturated. I used to care about that. Like, oh, there's so many people doing this. How would I? You stand out because you're you. And you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. So if you got a passion about something, just go ahead and follow that. Do what it do. Make it do what it do. And you'll be fine. And if there's different levels to success too. People think success is like, oh, I need to be a millionaire. I need to do this. And it's like, really? Success might not be as monetary as you think. It's more like, oh, I created this event and people really had a good time. And that might make you feel like, I did a good thing. Now you do make money from it, but it's that part of like feeling your passion. It's like, heck, I really did this good thing. I really pulled it off. We did a good job.
Yes, feeling purposeful.
Feeling purposeful at the end of the day. Like that's what I think you should do. If you have a passion, follow it. Don't stop. Don't let anybody stop you. And if somebody sounds like a hater more than once, because the first time they might not be hating, they really might just be giving you honest criticism. But if they sound like a hater more than once, they're probably being a hater. So take that into account and don't let that stop you.
So are there any events coming up for Cosmopolitan Group?
We do have 2 coming next year, but they'll be family oriented. We've changed. Cosmopolitan Group used to be all about, doing your thing, child free, but now we all are not child free. So it's like, I don't want to leave anybody out at this point. So we have 2 events coming next year. They will be child inclusive. And then we're trying to do one in the fall where it is just for adults. I did like the dinner idea, so we had a good time with that. So we're trying to repeat that, and we just need to make sure their schedules are good. People are fine. They've got sitters, and they're really excited. So one thing I figured is trying to build like the anticipation for it. Before it was a little bit easier, but now it's like people working tired.
Yeah.
So, how can you build anticipation for something when people are tired? So that's another facet of this situation I got to figure out. But building up to that and having people excited about it and be willing to like talk to people, come out, be their best selves, but also realize that this is an atmosphere where you don't have to do anything but be you. Like there's no expectations or anything except acting like you got sense. So in here, act like you got some sense, we will be fine. But that's it. Just being yourself, chilling, being safe, and enjoying good food, good people.
Yeah, good vibes.
Good vibes. That's it.
So where can the people find you?
We are on Instagram. Our company, although we're a Cosmopolitan Group on Instagram, we are Cosmic Outings. COSMICOUTINGS. We do have a website coming soon, and we're also on Facebook as Cosmic Outings. COSMICOUTINGS.
Okay, well there you have it. Another episode of Black by Nature, Philly by Choice. Thank you for tuning in. Ta-ta.
See ya.